Nice to see you all. I'm Mr. Conductor. And I just was at the island of Sodor, talking to the engines, including one new engine in particular, named Nia. Now, she is still very new in the island, but she is keen to work and ready to help out. And you know what? She helped out Henry not that long ago with the Flying Kipper while he was ill. But unfortunately, she had a really bad accident. But you know what? That's a good story to tell today. So, here we go, everyone. If you'd like to hear it, here it is. Nia and the Flying Kipper. One night on the island of Sodor, Sir Tom Hat went to the sheds where the engines were getting ready to go to sleep. "Hello, sir," said the engines. "Hello, engines." Then, Sir Tom Hat looked at Nia and said to her, "Nia, I have a special job for you tomorrow." When Nia heard this, she smiled. "For me, sir? What is it, sir?" she asked. "Nia," Sir Tom Hat began, "Henry has been taken ill, and since you are the only engine available, I want you to pull the Flying Kipper for him." When Nia heard this, she smiled the biggest smile she had ever made. "Yes, sir. I'll make sure that everyone will get their fish on time," she said. Nia always wanted to pull a special, and the Flying Kipper was very special, and she couldn't wait to pull the Kipper. When Sir Tom Hat left, the engines looked at Nia worried. "You better be careful tomorrow, Nia, with the Flying Kipper," said Gordon. "Why is that, Gordon?" asked Nia. Then Thomas spoke up. "Well, the Flying Kipper had some accidents before you came here." "I see," said Nia. But she just smiled and said, "But don't worry, you two. I'll be careful pulling the Flying Kipper tomorrow." And with that, Nia fell fast asleep. Early the next morning, Nia was ready to pull the Flying Kipper. It was really foggy that morning, which made Nia a little worried, but not for long, as she set off to the docks. When she made it to the docks, she saw Henry in the shed. "Oh, hello, Nia." "Hello, Henry. How are you feeling?" "Ugh, better considering." Achoo! "Sorry." "It's okay, Henry. I'm here to pull the Flying Kipper for you." "Well, it's over there, ready for you." "Okay, Henry. See you soon. Hope you feel better." And with that, Nia set off. As Nia went off, Henry looked at her worried. "Oh, I hope she'll be fine. I remember the time when I had an accident on my first time pulling the Kipper." But it worked out in the end. I got a new shape, but I'm still worried for her. Meanwhile, as Nia covered up to the Kipper, the last door banged, and then she saw the guard's green lamp, and with that, the Flying Kipper was ready to go. Come on, don't be silly, Nia puffed to the vans. The vans shuddered and groaned. Trickly-chock, all right. That is better, said Nia. As Nia was puffing along, she was having a great time pulling the Flying Kipper. She liked it so much, she pretended to be like Henry. Hurry, she called to the vans. Then, out of the fog, Nia and her crew saw a signal ahead. Her driver prepared to stop her, but they saw that the light was green. "All clear, Nia. Away we go," said the driver. "Right away, driver," said Nia. But what they didn't know was that the signal was faulty and that they were heading for disaster. Meanwhile, up ahead, Rachel, the new engine, had broken down and was waiting for help.
Oh dear, I hope we don't have to wait too long. The Kipper is due at any time,
she said. I know, old girl, but be patient. Help will arrive any time now. But just then, they heard a whistle, and it was a whistle that froze Rachel's heart.
Oh no, I know that whistle. It's Nia with the Kipper,
said Rachel. Sure enough, it was Nia, heading right for them. We must warn her, said the driver. And without another word, the driver blew Rachel's whistle, and when he did, it made Nia's heart stop.
Oh no, stop driver, stop!
Her driver put on the brakes, but it was too late. Nia's driver and fireman had jumped clear before the crash, but Nia lay dazed and surprised. Then, James arrived with the breakdown train and Sir Topham Hatt. He looked at Nia and said to her, Are you alright, Nia?
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, sir.
Now cheer up, Nia. The accident wasn't your fault. The signal failed before you got to it. But don't worry, Nia. You will be in working order again. I promise you.
Thank you, sir,
said Nia, sadly. It had been a full month since Nia's accident, and all the engines were worried. Oh, I hope Nia comes back soon, said Thomas. Yeah, it's been a whole month since her accident with the Kipper, said James. Just then, they all heard a whistle.
Here she comes,
said Rebecca happily. And sure enough, it was Nia, as good as new. And everyone blew their whistles knowing that their friend was okay. And Nia was happy to be back home. Oh, Nia, we are so glad that you are home, said Percy.
Thank you, Percy,
said Nia, and everyone blew their whistles. Again, even Nia, who was glad to be back home again with her friends.